Hi friends, this is Akshata here with yet another quick and easy recipe. Today I'll be showing you a red chutney which is an accompaniment to pav bhaji. It is easy and delicious. So here I have taken about 12 Kashmiri red chilies. I am going to de-seed them. Then I require about 10 large cloves of garlic, salt and some hot water. So first what we're going to do is we're going to de-seed these red chilies. Now how I do that is first you cut off the top and the stem. Once you've done that, just slit it and let all the seeds drop off. You can wear gloves too, but if you do it this way, it's faster. Rather than soaking the chilies and then de-seeding them, I find this is a much easier way. So just take off the top and the tip, slit it in the middle and remove all these seeds. And then you can just put these chilies in the hot water and continue de-seeding them in this way. Now this water has to be really hot. So you can heat this water either on your gas stove or in the microwave for at least 1 whole minute. I learned this recipe from my mother-in-law's sister, Rajan Maushi. It's a very easy and delicious recipe. The reason that I am de-seeding these red chilies is that it gets very spicy with the chilies and we don't want the chutney to be extremely spicy. Now for those of you who would like this chutney to be on the milder side, you can reduce the number of chilies and the garlic. Like I'm using about 15 red chilies, you can maybe use about 8 to 10 and just about 6 cloves of garlic. See the amount of seeds. And then after you finish doing this, give your hands a thorough wash with some soap and water. Don't forget to do that. Now that I've finished with all the chilies, you have to soak this for at least 15 minutes minimum. Maximum at least to an hour also will do, for 1 whole hour. So once these chilies have been soaked for a minimum time of 15 to 20 minutes, we're going to blend this without the water. We're going to drain out all the water, blend these chilies along with these cloves of garlic and salt to taste and make it into a very fine paste. So here I've just prepared some pav bhaji. I'll leave a link below on the recipe to this pav bhaji. Now friends, it's been at least half an hour and the chilies have nicely soaked in this hot water. So now we're going to drain these chilies and put them in a blender. Along with this goes in our garlic and salt to taste. I'm adding about 1 heaped teaspoon of salt. And now by adding just a little bit of this warm water, say about 1 teaspoon, we are going to blend this into a nice thin paste. And friends, after grinding the paste, you get a paste like this. Only ensure that all the garlic has been well ground. Now, in addition to this paste, we require the juice of 1 lime, a little bit of water, say half a cup of water. This is some finely ground cumin powder or jeera powder and some finely ground pepper powder. So I'll be using about half a teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of pepper powder and some finely chopped coriander, fresh coriander leaves. Also you can taste for salt later on to see if you require any more salt. And we require some butter. So here I have my pan heating up. To this I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of butter. Now once my butter starts to melt, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of pepper powder and I'm going to put this ground paste into it, and we're going to give it a good fry. Wow, the aroma of the chilies and the garlic and the butter is just amazing. So we're going to fry this for at least half a minute till the rawness of the garlic goes away. Now we're going to add a little bit of water so that this cooks a little bit. So I'm using actually just quarter cup of water, a quarter cup, not half a cup, quarter cup of water, and we're going to stir this till the water evaporates. So now you can see that the water has started evaporating. At this time, you can check for seasoning to see whether you require any more salt. I'm going to add in my fresh coriander, chopped coriander. It has to be on a dry consistency, like a chutney. This just elevates the taste of the pav bhaji, especially for people who like a little spicy or more little of the spicy chutney. So give this a good fry. You can add a little bit of butter here. So I'm adding just about half a teaspoon of butter. Even the coriander gives it such a lovely taste. And in fact, this chutney you can refrigerate it and keep it. It lasts for at least a week or two. Its shelf life is about a week or two. It doesn't last very long in our house. We all love it and it just gets over sometimes the same day that I make it. Sometimes I even like to just, apply a little bit of it with some butter onto a bread slice, make a sandwich. It just tastes fabulous. So now our chutney is nice and dry. As you can see, all the water has evaporated. We can now switch off our gas stove and just squeeze in some fresh lime. You can use the entire lime or you can use half a lime depending on how much you like the taste of lemon in your chutney. You can alter the taste. We like it with a lot of lime in it, so I've used a whole lime. You can even use half or even a quarter. And this is the yummy chutney, the garlic and Kashmiri red chili chutney. Hi friends, I hope you like this recipe. Please do give it a try and let me know in the comments box below as to whether you liked it. If you did, then don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by pressing the red subscribe button you see just below this video. And for all my subscribers and viewers, thank you so much. And until another video, this is Akshita signing off. Take care. Bye.